There we go. All right. Now we are back. To everyone watching, we do apologize. We had some issues and couldn't get started until now. Today will be a very short session. Um, you can blame me for that one. I am sorry.
Or you can blame Delta Airlines for my delay.
Yeah.
or my
You
tire
can
for getting a
blame the
screw
itis
in
for
it.
me being late.
So, last time you guys were taken on a tour. Well, two of you were taken on a tour through the bottom half of Ashfor's Reach. You are currently looking at a hole that's been covered by an illusion that's 500 feet deep with four whites standing in it. So, Quadrin, how you feeling?
I mean, there was mention of a pit, or no. What do they call this? At the front door.
The doorstep.
The doorstep. Quadrant recalls smaller versions of this at other large manors and establishments. Not nearly as lethal, but still unwelcome guests
Correct.
are managed.
Yeah, unwelcome guests are usually taken care of. And yes, not usually in such a lethal fashion.
It's recycling.
Um,
No, no,
Quadrant can definitely imagine how fast they could accumulate large portions of magical weapons and items with unsuspecting do-gooders that would just rush him without thinking.
Which means there's probably a treasure vault.
Maybe.
Hmm.
Make an intelligence check for me real fast.
Not my dump stat at the moment. We're gonna fix some things eventually. Oh, it's close to the natural 20. Still
That's
15
all right.
though.
You still passed. There might be a treasure vault around here somewhere. However, something definitely sticks out into your mind.
Mm-hmm.
Where are all the dead bodies?
Hmm?
I
Uh,
mean, Quadrant can probably guess.
yeah. Well, the thing is if they're making zombies out of these heroes, why would they just make them the very base form of zombie? Why not use a bit more magic to make them that much more lethal?
Pardon my um, unfamiliarity with the concept, but you probably get quite a few individuals through this process here.
We do. We do indeed.
What
We,
do you do with them?
oh, we add them to our army. Usually the more powerful ones are just sent out to deal with the demons. We, The weaker
But
ones
men,
the weaker ones we send out as simple zombies. The more powerful ones, those we turn into a greater form of undead, one that can use their own abilities that they had in life. Where do you think all these Hucuva came from?
Hucuva?
Yeah. Uh, these guys.
Hmm. The bone priests.
Yeah,
You've been turning clerics into the undead.
we have. And in a way that they're allowed to keep their holy powers. It's actually very useful against the undead, or not just the undead, but demons and devils.
Hmm. It is worrisome that the strength that you've managed to acquire through all of this.
How so?
Well, your ranks are simply overflowing.
Oh, no. We'll be sending another regiment out soon.
Another?
Yes, the ones we have here are built over time, and then we send them out in battalions.
That's not at all ominous. So, how long have you been doing this process? Having your doorstop. Doorstep, sorry.
Oh, Ashfor created the doorstep right before I got here. I would say around 130 years. You should see it. It's quite comical sometimes.
Oh, I imagine.
Um, Now, would either of you like some refreshment?
Many of these heroes, saviors,
Mm-hmm.
annoying individuals, for you,
Yes.
they would have come with equipment,
Mm-hmm.
supplies,
Indeed.
treasures, trinkets, gold.
Sometimes.
You have no use for that equipment.
Well, the greater ones get to keep their equipment.
I suppose every job has its perks.
I mean, a greater undead is powerful indeed, especially one that can use the skills and abilities that it had in life. But giving it its own equipment that it had, oh, it's so much more powerful and much more loyal.
They're sentient?
Semi sentient. They are, they have some of the memories, they know their attachments, but they can't formulate higher thoughts the way we do. Not much more than an undead animal. Like a dog with its favorite stick.
An interesting choice of words. Fair for the greater undead, but the lesser ones that you effectively strip down to bare bones.
Mm-hmm.
No pun intended. Um, what becomes of their artifacts or other equipment?
Oh, their equipment is, if unusable or undesirable, we toss that in one of the chests that are in the maze.
The maze.
Yes. You remember that very cloudy room that I showed you?
Yes.
That's the reason why I put the poison immunity on you is that gas is very poisonous and explosive. So do not go running in there with a torch.
Hmm.
The equipment that we don't want, we have a two or three, I believe, chests inside that labyrinth. Um, those chests are similar to bags of holding, um, more like chests of storage. They could hold an entire warehouse full of equipment. Um, but they are very booby trapped to the point where if you did manage to open it, it would still probably blow up in your face.
Do you have one of these chests not in the maze?
No,
Empty, of course,
no,
for practice purposes.
no.
Hmm. Why not use all this treasure for trade or finding other supplies that you need?
Well, it's funny you mention that. Um, I'll let Ashford tell you, but we have a greater um product to provide the people in this valley that not everyone has access to.
Hmm. What is it? Oh, Ashford would tell us.
Yes. Uh, please, right this way, shall we?
Hmm.
And she is going to walk you up to the steps. And as she does, you see her wave her hand at the doorway, and it changes. And as you enter it, you go from the bottom here all the way up to the ground level. Uh, no. Yeah. No. No, it's not. Let's see here. Now, where did that go? Ah, all the way up to the ground level.
Okay.
There we go. Amon, Curve, did you guys get to have your conversation with uh Royalville?
I believe so. Yes, I think that was the first thing we did before.
Yeah, I believe that is
Before we went down.
something we did.
Okay.
Double checking my notes, but I'm 90% sure.
Okay. So, your group looks over and sees Daniela and Quadrant walking back with Valtalantash and an undead uh, revenant.
Well, it looks like you made some friends while you were down there.
Oh, they make a lot of friends here.
Anything of interest?
Out of curiosity, does the oh my god, the necromancer, any of the jokes land?
Uh, she is holding her hand in front of her face. You can tell she's kind of smirking or lightly giggling. If you would all like to go, we shall travel up.
Right.
She looks over to Royalville and says, if you would make sure your master and his consort, he glares at her when she says this, are prepared. He gives a curt nod and leaves in a fog cloud. Now then, shall we? And she starts leading you. Let's see here. Oh, my bad. She starts leading you back here to the door. Please set yourself in whatever marching order you would like. Spica, are you coming with?
Spagga.
He went to the restroom.
Gotcha.
Oh, that'll
Alright.
do it.
We're just going to have him tag along. All right. So, she takes you back to the ground level. She points out the different statues to the rest of you. These are our members. Ashvor in the center. Garum on the left. Me over here. There is Malgar. And finally, Ravasage. Do any of you have any questions?
So, which one of your group is the most powerful?
We are equally powerful in different ways. For example, Garum is a cleric, and I am a sorceress. Our magic comes from very different areas, but we're able to use many different ways of assisting one another.
Very interesting.
Does anyone else have any questions?
I've already been in this room.
You have.
The statues are very impressive.
Why,
Yes.
thank
And
you.
you have
Is that granite stone?
The two Malgar and Ravasage, yes, they are granite stone. The other two are dark marble. Sorry, the other
Very nice
three
choice.
are made of dark marble.
Very nice.
And you said there were more statues coming
Yes, there are.
for Cain and his consort.
Yes. I do enjoy teasing him about it, but
I
she.
feel like Cain would have no either way about it, but his minions seem to be getting all their hackles in a place.
It's complicated when it comes to the undead. Now, if we are ready to continue, please.
Oh, out of character question.
Yeah.
She herself is not undead though. She's just a sorceress necromancer.
You can't tell. She definitely looks like a sorceress necromancer. She's definitely an elf. Her skin is very pallid though. Very what's the phrase I'm looking for?
Listen, when you become allergic to sunlight or a ginger, you're pale.
it's not just that. It's her skin is very clammy. That's the word I'm looking for. It's almost like it's and not like clammy like she's been sweating in a jungle, like clammy like
She's a corpse.
like juices from decay.
Lovely. Can I tell if she has a pulse?
You cannot.
I mean, like, I cannot as in she doesn't, or I cannot as in I cannot tell.
You can't as in you don't have a spot where you could see a pulse going. Like there's not a visible place on her body right now where normally you would be able to see a pulse. Let's see. Her neck and wrists are completely covered, and the temples of her head are covered with hair.
Hmm.
She does.
We're going to a
Seem to
banquet hall,
breathe.
right?
To your knowledge, yes.
Interesting. Okay. Quadrant has a plan. Quadrant always has a plan.
Is there anything anyone else wants to ask or see if they can glean in this moment?
Who was your guardian here?
My guardian?
Hmm.
What do you mean?
This warrior beside you. He
Oh.
seems to be impressive.
Oh, you sweet naive boy. No, he's just a random revenant that we happened to create. I just needed to, I needed some muscle in the event that someone tried to do something.
Alex
One of
back.
us.
Welcome back. Yes. In the event that someone attempted to attack, they would have to fight not only myself, but my fine companion here.
Was this a genuine concern, or simply covering your bases?
Just covering the bases.
Hmm.
It's fairly common, actually, for someone to change their minds on seeing the undead.
It was different. But considering we have very similar goals, it's important that we all get along.
I am so glad you think that way. Very pragmatic. Many, many people could learn from you. She looks
That's our
over.
quadrant.
Yeah, she looks over the rest of the group, looking to see if anyone else has any questions or comments.
No, not at the moment. Just taking it all in.
She turns and starts leading you guys upstairs.
That's a lot of undead.
Yeah, yeah, it is.
Yeah. We like it.
I'm staring at literally the 3 undead Minotaur skeletons.
Oh yeah, you scroll up. Sorry.
I like the giant ones. They're my favorite.
Oh, this gets so much worse.
Why does it look like we're getting into a fight?
We're not.
Oh, thank goodness.
So what kind of a room are we in right now?
You are in an armory and training room.
Training.
Yeah. You see like the higher level undead or the higher functioning undead, like the revenants and vampires, they are fighting with like mock training dummies. As are the um the spearmen and the swordsmen and the minotaurs.
I've never known the undead to need instruction or training.
It's more that it keeps their instincts sharp. The undead can become clumsy if they are not uh, drilled on a regular basis.
Hmm.
So they're dearie me.
If you guys want to zoom out, you see a skeletal archer, two vampires, two zombies, five revenants, uh, three Hucuva, two minor liches, three uh, minotaur skeletons. Uh, I think three zombie spearmen and five zombie swordsmen.
I just know someone's gonna think that they have the RNG to take everything on here.
It's not aiming.
I will have
It's
to
not me.
say, I am not that stupid. Hell no. Maybe probably two of the undead knights. That's about it. But everything else, nah. I'm cooked. I could
Right,
probably
I'm
get away with
afraid.
fighting two. You put me against at least one of those Minotaur skeletons, I'm probably cooked.
I think I'm just cooked in general.
Spike it.
Bruh.
Daniela reaches out and grabs your hand, holding that glowing stone that she gave you earlier.
Thank you.
Safe. The safety stone.
The higher functioning undead actually learn from the training. They get better faster, and they, of course, do not tire. Do any of you have any questions? By the way, the minor liches and the Hucuva over at this point, we'll do it over here.
Yep.
They are at almost a small library. It's 4 large bookcases filled with spell books, and they are just perusing them.
So they're learning.
Yeah.
That's not terrifying at all. So can they actually read?
Oh, yes, they can read and speak and do all kinds of things. The liches and Hucuva are sentient, fully sentient. They're even self aware.
Educated
That is impressive.
and sentient.
Yes. In fact, now that they are no longer bound by life, they can quite literally learn things that their bodies were not able to handle before. Is everything all right?
And they're under your total control. They're not. There's not a concern of them, attempting to rebel.
There was 1 or 2 that attempted to rebel. They were swiftly made an example of in front of the others.
That makes sense.
Keeps the rebellions down. Uh, shall we go up to the rookery?
Sure. What's a rookery?
You're about to find out.
Perfect.
You have
Lovely.
dragons.
No, we don't have
Oh,
dragons.
Well, you have a dragon.
Well, we have a single dragon.
And what do you have in the rookery?
she's single.
Oh. Quadrant is going to try and find a loose piece of stone on the ground
Okay. Go for
and just throw it at Eamon.
Do it.
There we go.
What? That is a very large coffin.
Yes, this is where we place all of our vampires for resting.
I'll go in the
All
same
of it.
coffin?
No. All they need to do is be near the coffin.
Oh.
The negative energies from the shadow plane keep most of the undead pretty much fed on negative energy 24/7. So, as you can see, we have 8 very basic vampires. 4 of the vampire, uh, not lords. Hang on.
Nobles?
Oh, sorry. 8 vampire spawn, and there are 4 vampire mistresses. To the south, you'll see the skull for the wraiths, and the sarcophagus for the specters. And the banshees are over there. Please try not to get too close to the flaming skulls. They tend to explode.
Very good to know.
Is there anything you'd like to see up close? Or an up close
This whole
image
place
of?
is somehow treating itself like a business plan.
You guys are
Feels
welcome.
like a business plan.
You guys are welcome to zoom out and look around. This floor, by the way, has windows, and you see creatures flying in and out of the windows constantly while she's showing you all this.
I do want to go check out the coffin.
Okay.
Don't get bitten.
I'm
Gonna
gonna
touch
see
it.
if I can go to one of the windows.
No.
What's it made out of?
Okay. Spiker, you're going to check out one of the windows. All right. Fantastic.
Quadra needs to invest in a whip.
Not for me. Nope.
Eamon, the coffin is of some sort of wood that you have never touched or felt before. You go to reach out and like run your hand along the smooth surface. The
Mhm.
air around it is colder than the coldest ice you have ever felt.
Oh, and I'm a frost elf. That's real cold.
No, it's colder than that. We're talking
Ooh.
below zero temperatures. Below zero temperature in Fahrenheit, not Celsius.
Below 0 Kelvin.
Zero
Kelvin.
Kelvin is absolute zero. You can't get lower than that.
Yeah. So we're close to that.
Not quite that close. Think
Oof.
think the metal of a car when it's negative 40 outside.
Gotcha. It's just emanating cold then.
Yeah. It's like it's soaking up all the heat and it just doesn't get warmer.
I look back at our escort.
Mm-hmm.
So no one's in this. I point at it.
Not at the moment, no.
Who's
I-
normally in
Belong
it?
to an individual.
Yes. Whose is it?
That's a surprise. You'll meet him soon. Well, you'll see him again very soon.
Oh, perfect.
It's Kane's.
Spike, did you find anything cool over there?
I'm just looking out the window.
Spica, there is a sky full of undead flying around this place. They swarm it like bees on a hive.
Backing up. Backing up. Backing up.
So calling this the rookery is more of a joke.
Well, no. In a castle, the rookery is where you keep all of your birds. Birds
I'm
fly.
aware of this. So
I understand why a mortal might think of it that way, but we certainly do not think of it as a joke, and we certainly do not treat it as one.
fair enough.
About this time, Spica, a flying skull goes whizzing by. It literally starts here and goes
Hell
here
no.
and here. This thing just flying, floating on its own in the air.
Fast, slow.
Fast, very fast.
Imagine it's a panic attack waiting to happen.
We're talking like We're talking like quadrin, hasted, dashing is its movement speed.
No. Yeah, that's what I'm pretty sure. It's a fucking panic attack waiting to happen at this point.
Spiky, you're okay. You made your roll earlier. You've got most of control of yourself.
Yes. So at that point, it may as well be just another roll happening soon enough.
Is there anything you guys would like to see a larger picture of?
What were the things at the bottom, like these big old shady boys?
These guys right here?
Yeah, those guys, and then this weird king looking thing.
Okay. So these are the shades. The smaller ones look like this.
Creepy.
Let me make sure I am telling you the right information. Sorry. That is a wraith. This is a dread wraith.
Sorry, what's a dread wraith?
This thing right here.
Cool.
And this is a greater dread lord.
Fantastic.
Let's
So
see.
fancy.
These are the specters over here. These guys.
Ooh. But
And then you have the ghosts.
Classic.
And
So
Mhm.
the vampire mistresses create the lesser vampires.
Yes,
What creates the mistresses?
you don't know. She didn't say.
So, what creates the vampire mistresses?
Oh, well, we did have a couple of vampires that came to us, and they were helping create more vampires, but they weren't very strong. And then Cain arrived, and he has been such a blessing. He moved his sarcophagus here, and he has been creating vampires galore.
Oh,
I'm gonna just look at Danielle and just give her the look of the heck you mean blessing.
So you don't know what it is. She hasn't said, but near the um, large stone casket where the specters and ghosts are is this guy.
he looks like he's fun at parties.
I bet he is.
Just
I
needs
bet his
just needs
jokes are
strobe light.
ghastly.
Ah,
uh, shall I introduce any of you?
to like the
Mm.
lords and the stuff.
Well, I can introduce you to any of the groups or individuals if you're curious.
Quadrin.
Quadrin.
As a... Aemon.
Quadrin.
No.
What? I didn't even say anything.
No.
I was gonna ask you for your opinion.
You're
You should.
getting it.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Valtalantash goes, "Oh, that reminds me. We need to continue. We need, well, I need to reintroduce you to some people that you've met before.
You do.
Like who?
You'll see in just a moment." And she starts taking you up the stairs into a room. Let's see here.
So we found Kane's coffin.
Yep, you sure did.
And he is directly responsible for all of the other vampires.
You
Someone should cast
don't
daylight on
know
the
that
inside of
for
the lid. 'Cause it'd be
sure.
funny.
Well, okay, probably the majority of them. So there's the lesser vampires, the mistresses. Mistresses make the lesser vampires. Kane makes the mistresses, but there are also greater vampires. What does Kane count as?
You don't know.
Is there something above a greater vampire?
A vampire lord.
You're not sure. Quadrin, Spica,
Yep.
and Daniela all notice two figures that immediately bring memories to them. The first they see is pick left or right. Is there is a large statue with an altar in front of it. The figures are to the left and right. Which side is uh which side is Quadrin looking on? And which side is Spica looking on?
Quadrin's probably looking at the one in the red robe.
Okay. That is this guy.
Oh,
Ooh, fancy.
I'm looking left.
To the left is this gentleman.
Oh, I love him.
Him, I remember.
Oh no. Is he who I think it is?
That's the Dread King.
Dread King Roberts.
Hmm. Something to that effect. Around them are several different creatures. Around the king are a bunch of were creatures. There's a wereboar. Oh. Oh. Come on. What's going on here? No. Oh, let me reload it. Something's wrong. It's not blowing stuff
It's
up
all
for
right, that
me.
happens.
Uh-oh.
There we go. Okay, I'm back.
Scuff. The only weakness of a good stream.
There we go. There is a werebear.
I like him.
For whatever reason, the
Ah.
wereboar is not coming up. There is a werewolf,
Mm-hmm.
a were-rat,
Now,
a were-tiger, and a were-shark.
ow, bear shark. So cool.
And
And around the other guy is four of these.
Ooh.
I believe you've met the befouled royals.
we have.
Ah, I thought you might remember
I
them.
think my thing broke for a bit. Hold on, let me see if I can refresh.
Okay.
We tried to prevent a cult from summoning them back.
Yes, and delivering them to us. We do um have to talk about that.
It's fixed.
And what do you mean?
Well, the the coven was going to be bringing them to us, and you damaged our merchandise.
This is business then.
More than just simple business. We have more to talk about than just the damage of our goods. As we have promised, you will be treated in the way you have come, which was in peace, and you will be treated in peace. You will not be harmed in any way, shape, or form. You have our devout promise.
Hmm.
It's a shame that Danielle is not here.
Why?
Well, there's a statue with an altar in front of it. Why do you think that might be?
For Daniela.
Quadra knows a few things.
Oh,
Apparently not enough, though.
No, you have no idea. And unfortunately, neither does Daniela.
Oh
But
no.
What Quadran doesn't know,
Will
Quadran
hurt
can
us.
always ask.
That's true. You could.
What is the purpose of this room? You've
The,
had training rooms, housing rooms.
Mhm.
This is a room with 2 of the 4 royals and an altar.
Yes. This is our worship room.
Worshipping what?
We worship our goddess, Kiansala, the elven goddess of undeath. Note
Amon,
takers
is
might
this
want to
familiar
write
to
that
you?
one down. Say what?
Yep. Jack down. Write that down.
I'm working on it.
I was asking Amon if that was familiar to him. Kian
I
Sala?
don't know.
Queen Sala, okay, Kian Sala. So you have
Oh, I
two,
definitely spelled that wrong.
2 greater undead and
They're
why all the
here
wares?
to. Oh, well, you see, uh, the Black Jester has his champions. Uh, all of the Befouled Royals had their champions. Unfortunately, we were not able to rouse the rest of the champions and get them properly prepared beforehand.
The Black Jester?
Yes, the Black Jester. Uh, his champions are Shade Walkers.
Oh, the Jester is the one to the right?
Yeah,
Okay. And then the king is to the left?
yep.
So we got rid of the queen and the prince?
You got rid of the queen and the princess. The queen died in the
Princess.
fireball that you threw into the when they were first summoned. And
Uh-huh.
then you guys
then
encountered the Maid of Ruin
the Maiden
when
of Ruin, right.
when you guys were on your way to Hellfire Watch.
She's the princess.
Yeah, the Maid of Ruin is the princess.
Shit. I used her scythe to get my dagger.
Yeah. Yeah, you did.
Neat. Do they know this?
You don't know.
Hmm. That's gonna stay in its sheath.
Probably a good idea.
She smiles
Well,
and
to be
says,
to be fair, it's like a back sheath, kind of like Braun from Game of Thrones. You know, like
Oh, yeah.
the rune blade out front, but the really deadly dagger in the back.
mm-hmm. Vitalantash smiles and says, the Blackchester has his Shadewalkers, and the Lord of Lycanthropy has his Were Guard.
Well, everyone deserves the right to bear
What's
arms.
next for this?
Say what?
Spiker, you go first.
There's another set of stairs. I'm wondering what's next after this.
Almost as if she knew what you were thinking, Spica, she smiles and says, the audience hall is next. It is our final destination. You have nothing to worry about.
I'm not
Your
worried
choice
about the
of
height
words
of this
is
tower and
rather
how much support it
foreboding.
has.
We promised you safety. Unless you attack us, you shall not be harmed. I have told you this.
You have promised us you would do nothing.
No, I promised. I gave not only a promise, but a solemn oath to my goddess that while you are in this fortress, you will not be harmed by neither myself nor anyone associated with me or anything associated with me.
Then why do you keep dropping thinly veiled allusions that there may or may not be peril here?
I don't know what you mean. I am merely uh I am merely trying to convince you of our ability to act within the valley.
Quadrant recalls such instructions of have two hands. So with one hand you greet us into your establishment, and in the other you show us that you are capable.
Like a general, I am merely showing my army to a potential ally. I mean no disrespect, and I certainly do not mean to impress upon you any threat.
Plus, Quadrant, we can clearly see she does have two arms.
Smaka is staring at him, ready to just harm
Amon.
him in some way, shape, or form.
Why does everyone want to hit Amon so bad?
I'm not hitting you. Amon,
I know, I mean Spiker.
in complex negotiations of alliances, it sometimes is best to greet your potential allies with an open palm, showing gifts or eagerness for
Smack them.
cooperation, but also showing them the closed fist of what they are capable of. In some cases, this is a threat in case there is a betrayal. In other cases, you are simply showing what you bring to the alliance.
You are very well versed in diplomacy. I like
His
you.
father is some kind of noble.
Oh,
I never said that.
And his mother is an
In
orc.
fact, gee, what gave that away?
Well, could have
Yes,
been your
I
father.
am many learnings. It's a occupational hazard. But it
Well,
is better to have more friends than enemies.
that is true. And he is right on both accounts. We are showing you what we are capable of. However, we also bring gifts. And we wanted to give you those gifts ourselves during the meeting. Would you like to
Oh, very
continue
generous.
to the audience chamber?
I believe we should before Spica has an aneurysm.
How you doing over there, Spica?
Still vertical?
He's not sure.
He's not sure.
I think I think he's starting to find these circumstances a little
Unnerving?
unbearable.
Yeah.
Bearable. Because there's bears.
So, uh, marching order again?
Now, so
Go ahead.
the Lord of Lycanthropy has all these different. Are they alive?
Yes, they are very much alive.
Okay. And then the Black Jester
Mm-hmm.
has the Shadow Guard, you call them?
The Shadow Guard. They are Shade Walkers.
They're Shadewalkers. They're four exact duplicates, basically.
Yeah.
Out
But
of curiosity, do they move in unison?
they do not.
Okay.
They are definitely each of their individual creature.
I was wondering if it was a mirror image.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Okay.
You get the impression that they are only aware of the immediate area around them.
Fair enough.
Shall we? Oh, go
Okay.
ahead.
So we know that oh my Lite? No. Who's showing us around?
Vatalantash?
Vitalantash. We know that she is. There's 7 people in charge, but she's probably of the big 3,
Mm-hmm.
like the more important ones. And outside of Scarlet, the only other female member of the group.
From what you can tell, yes.
Okay. So there are the 3 black marble statues, the 2 sandstone statues. The 2 sandstone statues were these 2?
No.
Oh, we haven't met them yet. Okay.
No, you haven't met them yet.
All right. I do find it very interesting how. Are we in a castle or a fortress or what?
It's a fortress.
Okay. How the lady of the fortress was the one to show us around rather than this being given to one of the minions. You're taking a personal interest in our group.
One does not greet guests of such high standing with such a person in a lowly position. You were required by hospitality to be seen and attended to by someone of equal station.
You're going to quite a lot of effort for a small band of adventurers.
Don't try to undersell yourself to me. I'm very much aware that your group were the ones who destroyed the Coven of Crones. That is no small feat.
Wait, we dismantled. Oh, wait, was it not the one where I took
The
her
nine,
longsword?
the 9 crones.
Yeah,
Or was that the one with the hags?
the hags, the non-hags.
The crones, the hags, same thing.
Ah,
First, we took down the woman with the big sword. Then we destroyed the hags. Then we did a few other things.
Many, many things.
The audience hall,
Yes.
lead the way.
That's all right, man.
I do find it interesting that the Lord of Lycanthropy's attendees are still among the living.
That's, well, that is a secret. We can't give all of our hands away. However, I can say that those creatures are no longer able to access their human forms.
Unfortunate.
It can be. But for our purposes, not really.
Things must be especially difficult for the large one.
it sounds sad.
Uh, we find them food and sustenance. It's not that hard.
Well, food and sustenance is one thing, but if I'm not mistaken, part of his form is an aquatic creature. How
Oh,
can he
yes, but he
breathe?
can breathe air.
Hmm.
We were not certain at first, but then when we saw the Overbay pirates, um, and had a small scuffle with them before diplomacy, we learned that that form is aquatic, and so here we are.
Useful.
It is very useful.
You seem to collect a lot of useful things.
We do look for useful things. And if you're constantly looking, you're bound to find something.
Quadrant's pretty useful.
Is he now? I bet I could find
Image
quite a
gives
few.
Quadrant a little smile.
She looks at him and goes, I'm certain I can find quite a few useful ways of entertaining myself with him.
Even gives him a nudge in the back. Doesn't say
Not
anything. Just nudges
the
him.
time or the place.
It's always
You
the
were
time and always the place.
I don't think this is the case.
You were leading us to the meeting room so that we could be introduced to everyone else again. And I believe you intend to discuss with me the business of your 2 missing royals.
Well, the 2 missing royals are gone. Let's just go in and have the meeting, shall we? Please.
Hmm.
And she is going to lead your group slowly past the Black Jester and the Shade Walkers. As you guys come around, you guys notice that the Wereshark is as large as the Hydra you guys had fought or saw fighting in the forest.
Oh.
Can we recruit him?
The
You
meat
can
bill
s-
alone be a
you-
problem.
You can
Certainly
certainly try.
It'll take a
Spiko?
lot of charisma, that's for sure.
Rows of teeth. Trident is impressive, though.
He stares in your direction, but the eyes are unfocused, unblinking. He doesn't seem to have any reaction to anyone's comments.
But he knows where we are, so he's got thermal detection, I guess.
Mm-hmm. She leads
Shall
you.
we?
Yes, she leads you up one final staircase.
So how high up are we now? 3, 4 floors?
You guys are.
Actually, hold on. Isn't a rookery usually on the roof?
It is usually on the roof. You're right. This has. When you came to it, it was almost an open air level.
Okay.
All right. I need to. The Revenant stops at the top of the stairs and stays there.
Interesting.
She leads your group in. And there is a dais. And 5 people around the dais, and 2 people on either side of you as you reach the top of the floor. Valtalantash walks around and stands at the dais between Scarlet and a figure you do not recognize.
But we should. We've already seen his statue.
Ah, you have. Yeah. You do recognize the figure of Ashfor.
What species is he?
You don't know. This is what he looks like.
Oh, it's so cool.
Whoa. That's a lich.
Yeah.
That's a wizard.
Yes, it is.
That's a
Holy
wizard.
A lich, you mean the
Okay,
lich.
so seeing him in the
Unflesh.
flesh? Sure.
In the unflesh.
Quadrant is now like racking his brain on everything he's ever learned about historical coups, overthrows, anything like that,
Mm-hmm.
and just wondering how Kane is planning to usurp this guy. Because Quadrant knows that Kane's ultimate plan is to have control of the valley once it's restored. Like, first off, Kane wants the valley back to normal.
Yeah.
He wants all of the elemental incursions and everything gone.
Mm-hmm.
The demons and devils gone. He wants the valley back to normal, and he either wants to rule it, which for Kane is already a ridiculously lofty goal, but also he would end up having that as a power base for whatever else he wants to do, maybe even ruling the entire continent at some point.
Mm-hmm.
But this guy's going to stand in his way.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, we haven't even gotten to the
Man.
good part.
Oh, great.
So,
Cool.
Better part.
again, next to him
There's one.
is Valtalantash.
Mm-hmm.
On the other side is Garum Black Anvil.
Smith.
Next to him
That is one hell of a warhammer.
is Kane.
Dang it.
Across from Kane is Scarlet. Now, Quadrant, you don't see this. However, Spica, I'm assuming you're looking around for probably a way of escape.
Mm-hmm.
Next to you, just behind you on the right, is this gentleman.
Oh, you gotta be freaking kidding me.
That doesn't scream Death Knight at all.
No, not at
No.
all. And then, just behind Cobble, is this
Cobble.
guy.
That's neat.
I love it. It's like Big Cobble.
It's like Big Cobble, yes.
What the fuck?
So it's a Dragonborn.
You're pretty sure it's a Dragonborn.
That cleaver? Oh no, that's basically a falchion. It looks like it's made out of a dragon bone spine, and it's using sharpened scales as blades.
It is now.
Oh my god, it's a dragon bone maqueetle. Huh. That's terrifying. Cool. How does Quadrant not see those?
Because they are standing just behind the staircase. So when you came up, you didn't see them in your view, and you just kept walking forward.
To be fair, Quadrant is most interested in Valentesh's disposition
Mm-hmm.
and Kane's disposition.
And I'm sure
He already
seeing
knows.
seeing
He
the
already knows what
lich,
Scarlet's going to be like.
yeah, I'm sure seeing the lich was like, oh, this is way more complex than I thought it was going to be.
Well, Quadrant realizes his pay grade is significantly higher than it used to be.
A deep.
There is absolutely
Yeah.
no guessing what Ashford's lineage or anything is.
Wrong one.
That is one gaping maw. I just took a closer look. Goodness gracious.
Mm-hmm.
Goodness gracious, great
Like-
grape and maw.
Quadrant's trying to figure out how to address him.
I'm opening the eye patch for my artificial eye.
You're opening the what?
My eye patch.
You're opening your eye
Periscope
patch for
up.
your artificial eye.
Yes.
Okay, what does that do again? Please remind me.
True sight.
Ooh.
What else? I have it in my notes here. Why won't the scroll button work? What the fuck?
Damn.
While you think of that, the group hears. Welcome, my esteemed guests. Please approach the dais, and we can commence negotiations. I say
Amos just looks
Quadrant.
at Quadrant.
Amos just like, we're doing this?
All right,
Danielle is
so
Danielle is definitely like, are we doing this? So what is Curve, Eamon, and Spica doing?
Him and just looking at Quadrant like,
I'm standing here with
he's the one that talks to the lords and
Yes.
important people.
What was that, Spica?
do you,
he's standing up close to see if there's any magical traces at all, especially from a certain from the lich.
So your eye flips on.
I feel like if you do that, you're just gonna go blind because this room is just full of magic.
Hopefully with concentration, maybe.
So here's what
Good
happens.
luck.
You're using your true sight?
Yes.
All right. That is no longer a lich. That is something beyond lichdom that you do not recognize. You are at least familiar enough with the legends of liches to know what they are and how they operate, how they're created and maintained. This thing has a phylactery, but it no longer needs to consume souls from the living on a regular basis.
Oh. Hmm. Ooh. I'm hoping I could see a trace of at least the olfactory.
The only actual physical part of that creature is the staff, the chest piece, or I'm sorry, not the chest piece. Oh yeah, the chest piece, the staff, the cowl, and the spalders. Everything else is ethereal.
Um. I'm gonna. You know what? I want to see if I could roll just to find it.
Find what? What are you looking for?
The olfactory in any of
The
those
phylactery?
objects.
Oh, you're looking for the
Good luck.
phylactery? Yeah, you do not see it. You do not see
Oh.
anything you might recognize as a phylactery.
Is there a trace of it at least?
Mm-mm.
No, I can almost guarantee you there won't be.
Quadrin, you are racking your brain. You come up with nothing. You
Um,
you were starting to realize these people uh, are definitely a cut or two above everything else you've fought so far.
thankfully, we're not fighting them
Yeah.
yet. All right, so
Is anyone else going to approach the dais? Only those who are at the dais may speak and negotiate for themselves.
Okay.
I have been
Nudge-
put forth to
nudge
negotiate
Quadrant
for the
forward.
group.
Nudge with what?
Nudge Quadrant. Push him forward.
Bargain's already at the table.
Push him closer.
Any closer and he'll be on it.
No, he's saying the only individuals that are, and Quadrant is making a counter offer.
Oh.
But here's the
It
thing.
seemed.
Go ahead.
No. You do your thing.
Here's the thing. He makes sure he says it in a way that Quadrant, you understand. Anything that you agree to, your entire party is on the hook for.
Unless they negotiate for themselves.
Yes.
Eamon learned his lesson from last time. He ain't talking.
Thus is the price of burden of leadership.
It's okay,
Esteemed
Quadrant. You're not
host.
that much of a burden.
Esteemed
Sorry, I couldn't
host.
help it.
I will negotiate on behalf of this group. Thank you for receiving us.
Very well. Ravasage, Malgar, approach the dais. And the two on either side of the staircase take their spots.
Oh, these were the other statues.
Yeah.
Oh boy, I'd approach, but now it's just.
Quadrant takes a quick glance at Kane.
Kane gives a very regal and polite nod.
Quadrant returns the gesture. And then he looks at Valentash.
Mm-hmm.
She do or say anything?
She smiles. It's very odd. You almost feel like, were these people not a bunch of vampiric necromancer lich creatures? This might actually be a decent time.
It still could be. Quadrant smiles back. Quadrant looks to the dwarf just to get the full measure of him.
As you look at the dwarf, you realize he's not just a dwarf. He's a Duergar.
Hmm.
Which is odd because you'll normally see those on the surface.
No, they're residents of the Underdark.
Yes, they are.
Interesting. That's
He
important, Amon.
he sneers at you but gives you a nod.
Quadrant nods back. Quadrant looks at Scarlet.
She grins at you maliciously. Like the way, think of how
A dragon might look when they're playing with their food.
yeah. Yeah, or like how like yeah, yeah, like a dragon when it's playing with its food. Or how like Lucifer from Cinderella acts around the mice.
Quadrant will look back at her, smiling but defiantly. And then very quickly, as if he was brushing her off, look at Val again,
Mm-hmm.
just to see what reaction that gets.
She smiles and winks at you.
Bigger smiles from Quadrant before regaining his primary composure and looking at Ashford.
Ashford's eyes are two glowing pricks inside of a skull. he doesn't move. His breath is deep and very windy.
Interesting that a lich is breathing.
You get the impression that he's not breathing to live or for the sake of it. He's breathing.
Just more out of habit.
Well, no, not even that. He's breathing to convey his voice to you.
Let us begin negotiations.
It will be a pleasure. Quadrant. We of the Council of Death have a request to make of your group.
And it is.
The removal in any way of the abyssal and infernal gates.
Yes.
You agree?
Oh, that is the request itself.
Yes.
Quadrant's just going in his mind. Did he not already realize that's what we were going to do in the first place? Why is he asking us to do that specifically? Seems odd. You wish us to remove the presence or the gates themselves?
The gates themselves.
Which would remove the presence entirely, thus removing a adversary off the chessboard.
To be precise. We are also
And we must be precise in our dealings.
we are also willing to assist you in returning the valley to its original state.
Quite a task, but you've already shown how your aid is utilized when Scarlet was encouraged to help us.
At this point, Kane speaks up. Was she in effect? Did she not do her job to the best of her ability?
She did.
Then, is there some complaint?
There is no complaint.
Ah,
I am merely stating that you have already shown your willingness to work with us.
you must.
Was there any complaint on your part?
No. You must understand. These negotiations have happened before, and they do not
With whom?
always go very well.
As far as I've seen through the tour of your immense fortress, you possess everything that you would ever need in order to crush most of this region. But you've shown restraint. You've shown the ability to negotiate, to work with others. With whom did you negotiate before?
Other adventurers were invited before. They did not see the pragmatism in working with dead.
The general showed the pragmatism of working with the undead.
In a very limited capacity.
thought it was quite a partnership between you two, as it had severed his relationship with the Queen.
The partnership was that he would not stop our forces from engaging the demons. He understood that losses on his side by his people would only feed our forces, and we would eventually fight the demons anyway.
And why fight a war on two fronts when you can let those two fronts fight each other instead?
Precisely. I do believe that was his thinking.
Pragmatic thinking. He prevents any further losses for his people, keeps them safe. All he has to do is throw away his honor. For I believe he was sworn to fight all of the enemies of the living around here, both the devils, the demons, and the undead.
That is true.
Far too many are wrapped themselves in dogma, blindly following orders.
Cain said you would be sensible. I am glad to see he was right. Correct. General Vascalam certainly knew that his honor was worth sacrificing for his people. After all, what good is honor to your people when they are extinct?
Those that are given the burden of leadership must sometimes surrender the fancifulness of principles in order to do what is needed to be done to protect their people. But on the same side, principles are what define them. It is a delicate balance sometimes. History has shown us that time and time again.
I am not here.
You want the gates gone.
We do.
What happens after that?
We assist you in removing the elemental forces and layers from the valley. Afterward, it will be restored to its former state. And
And then what happens to the populace here?
that will depend on
From my understanding, if you remove demons and the devils from the then the last major impediment before having to go after the elemental incursions themselves would be gone. Then you can remove that. There'd be no need for the Celestials to be here anymore. They would leave. By de facto, you would be the most powerful group here.
Scarlet smiles this time. Yes, that was the idea.
At which point you would just assume ruling the valley.
We would, and there's enough to go around.
What do you mean enough to go around?
We share,
Would the seven of you divide it up?
indeed.
Then what's to stop any one of you from attacking the others and causing new war and mayhem and murder to the people here, or to
Well,
those that return once the valley is restored?
to those that return, they will have to kneel to the new regime. And as for us, well, we have come to an agreement that should any of us desire more land, instead of fighting among each other, we simply take what we want from neighboring countries.
Hmm. As I see it right now, the valley is currently in a massive stalemate. No one is able to gain any additional ground, nor leave their fiefdoms to gain ground elsewhere. Giving you complete control and unchecked power within this region could threaten all surrounding regions.
I don't see how that's really any of your concern.
What's so funny?
Melinda
Yeah,
in the
what
chat.
happened?
Melinda in the
Oh.
chat.
Oh, Melinda's here! Okay, I gotta see the chat. Wait, what? Oh, stream chat. Rude.
Love it.
Okay. You're right, it wouldn't be my concern if I wasn't the one setting it off.
Let me ask you a question, Quadrant.
Hmm.
Would it really bear so much guilt on your shoulders if anyone who knew was simply gone? Dust in the wind doesn't tell any secrets.
One cannot simply follow orders, hold into their own conduct. The weight of their actions will always be burdened on them. Their decisions, they have to live with that.
You're no fun. You were so pragmatic earlier. What happened to all that pragmatism?
I'm sorry if I'm no fun for you.
Uh,
Quadrant just ever so slightly glances at Val before resuming talking to Scarlet.
it's all right. I should have known you were going to be boring. Val has no reaction this time.
Interesting. Um, well, how? Oh my god. Scarlet, we've interacted many times before, and I've always been boring to you. Why would today be any different?
You weren't boring before. You were just predictable.
Predictable.
Yes.
Predictable how?
always so honorable, always so noble. You know, if you didn't have those tusks and those ears, I would think you were just a human.
Half.
Melinda's just stoking the fire.
Absolutely amazing.
She seems to calm down as Ashvor turns and reaches into his robes and produces 2 scrolls.
These are how we'll close the gates.
Indeed. These are scrolls of higher level, dispelling and banishment.
Would I be correct in that you made these?
At least one of these will work. And
There's a
he doesn't walk, he floats through the dais, sets the scrolls in front of you, and floats backwards without ever changing how high up he is.
cool. So he phased right through it, but he was holding the scrolls the whole
Yeah.
time. These are negotiations, and we haven't agreed to anything yet. I would. By accepting these scrolls, would I be agreeing to the task you've put forth?
Yes, that's what your entire crew, since they chose to only have you negotiate.
Fair. What do we get in return for this task?
In return, we will give you all that we have discovered and recovered from intruders for the last 160 years.
How long have you been here?
I will not say.
How long ago did the elemental incursion happen?
200 years ago.
You're being oddly specific with how long you would give the spoils of you being here.
I can reduce the number of artifacts that you
gosh.
receive if the current number is too high.
The number is not too high. The elemental incursion happened 200 years ago. And you said you would only give us everything that you've gained in the last 160 years. What did you gain in the 40 years before that you do not wish to share?
You have answered your own question.
What?
Yeah. That's what he says. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to end tonight's
Oh, that's
session.
it.
Gosh dang it. That was just on my.
Oh, see, I've been given too much negotiating power, and I'm just trying to be like, how can I get the better end of the deal for everybody? And the
Yeah, you
first thing
can't.
that is popping to my the first thing is popping in my mind is I want Kane's connection with Spike is severed so that he can stop tormenting him.
I am looking and I'm trying to follow along with this, but everything is turning my brain to mush.
Cast fireball, I'm telling you.
Fireball.
No
I don't know.
fireballs.
I don't know.
At
that
least not
spell.
until the negotiations are done.
Oh my lord!
Oh,
I didn't even hear what
session's gonna be
Chapel just.
wacky.
I
Yeah,
didn't
it
even
is.
hear what Chapel said because everyone just started talking at once.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's
It's
Yeah, go ahead.
that's the thing. I asked and no, I asked what was going on, and I heard nothing. I didn't even hear what you said, Chapel.
Oh, um, which part do you want to know about?
The last part. You said with that, and then everyone else started talking. It snuffed you out,
Oh,
dude.
yeah, no. So with that, that is the end of our session tonight.
yeah. That is always how Chapel ends it.
Sign off.
And I'm like, but the negotiation, like, that's gonna be the bulk of next session. And I have
Yeah.
to do all of it myself.
I
Oh
would help,
no.
but unfortunately,
Heavy is the crown.
listen, Zombie, I would help
This
you
is what you
negotiate,
asked
but
for.
unfortunately,
Heavy is the crown.
No,
unfortunately,
Curve,
if I
what do you
was to
say?
try to negotiate, if I was to try to negotiate any of this, it would probably end in a fight.
Yep.
Yeah. No, there's a very good reason I've been. Amon doesn't want to do it because the last time he negotiated anything, Spike is terrified of at least half the people at the table and probably wouldn't be able to do anything.
Yeah, Curve just
Daniela
gives
wants to
no
catch
fuck.
Fireball.
Daniela just
And
wants to light everything on fire.
And
So
Curve gave
and you are saying that
Mhm.
you'll provoke a fight. So let's see here. One person's going to get us killed. Two people are going to get us killed. Three people are going to get us killed.
I'll put you
The
this
fourth
way.
person is probably going to get us all enslaved.
Who's the
Okay,
fourth person?
do you want to
Spica.
know how Curve actually
Mhm.
thinks and operates? It can be summed up with one simple statement. I am so done with this shit.
Yep. Which
I
leaves
have been
me,
here.
the
Yes.
biggest murder hobo of the group.
You guys are
Uh,
also
Murder.
outnumbered.
Only a little bit.
Oh, we're outnumbered and underleveled. Even if like somehow, some way I was to be like, Kane, this is your moment to overthrow them.
the bad thing is, you say only by a little bit when we have people on a table. 1 floor down, there's an army of undead, and the bottom is an army of is another army of undead.
We don't
There
worry
is
about that.
We
What
don't
we're
worry
gonna-
about that because
what-
if
well,
for shits and giggles, let's go through the thought exercise of this fight. There's
One
7
problem
of
at a
them.
time.
There's 7 of them. We need to persuade at least one of them to join us. If we do that, the entire army of undead underneath us now reverts to just one of them. And as long as they're on our side, that's okay.
One of us. One of us.
I am going to take this time to wish everybody a good night. I'm going to bed because I have a long shift tomorrow.
Yeah.
You have a wonderful night, man.
Yeah, friend.
You too. Thanks for having me, guys.
You're very
Daniela wants to turn undead and get at it. Oh my god, excuse me. All right.
Can't even blame
How
her.
many gold?
If I had access to that, I would do it so many times.
Roll a level in Caleric.
All right. Well, guys, to everyone watching the stream, thank you so much. To everyone watching this on YouTube later, I really appreciate you just checking out the videos and sticking with it if you have. And if you're new here or you're just watching this, at a random time, I still appreciate it. Thank you so much. I hope you all have a wonderful evening.
Good night,
Thanks,
everyone.
everyone.
Night night. This is so much fun.